Jones and the Miami Dolphins taking on Zach Wilson and the Houston Texans.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
And they'll be led out by the second overall pick out of BYU, now in his second season, and that's Zach Wilson.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback. But you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Wilson's throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Wilson. On the move to his left. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Jones throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. From the 17, Jones flushed out right, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On third down, Herbert.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
43 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
Throwing Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. We're scoreless after 1.
He's not going to get me. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Daniel Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Now it's Wilson. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now Jones.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw again.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
A handoff for Herbert.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chris Olave. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than 1 per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Nick Bolton leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
He completes it to Olave. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now Wilson on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and inches, Wilson looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Jones now throwing to start the drive, escaping the pressure right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jones throwing on first down. Touchdown, Dolphins! Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Here we go, G. 57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. You don't see me in your nightmare.
Back to throw. Jones, flushed out right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Looking to throw. Jones being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Skirts by him at the 35.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And some space here.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, Kamara pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Dexter Lawrence able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Miami's offense set and ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll roll him out right.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take it. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the rope. The Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there if it were me.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now Jones on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. Saving his best from the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck. defense, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Wilson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Houston. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But
he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
And now out comes Houston.
They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Miami. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Watch the run. They're running it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. 57. Mike. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Jones now throwing on first down. Flush to his right. Olave holds it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.